Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. So I'm on my way to Grand Mall. Mag-ano lang ako, pupunta lang ako ng salon. I'm just waiting for my driver. Minsan kasi nalilate. Ayan, late na siya actually ng mga 7 minutes na yata. See you later! Hello! Temperature. Ano ako? I'll take the stairs. Ano po mag-elevator? Ayan, parating na ako sa... Ay! Yun na. Hi, Laura! I'm fine. Katatapos na na-appointment ko, pumunta muna ako ng grocery. Daiso! For ayan, this is Carrefour. Bili lang ako ng mga pet pet section. Bili lang ako ng litter, sand litter, tsaka pet food and dry food ng mga anak ko. Ayan, ang dami. Try ko kaya ito. I'll try this one. Kailan ko ng wet food para kay Gabriel. Kaya lang 1+ years ito eh. I will find something. Ito kay Gabriel oh. Ito. 2.5 for the time being. Yung dry food naman. Snappy Tom. Ayan, puro yan mga cat food, cat items. Dito na uubos ang pera ko. Mga pera. Dito stop by at Tim Hortons muna. So, ano bang advice ko for yung mga tao na gustong mag-abroad at naisipan na umalis ng bansa? For me, kasi madami kasing positive and negative for being an expat. So, kung let's talk about the positive things, of course, you learn a lot of things. Matutunan mong makikisalamuha sa mga taong iba yung kultura, iba yung bansa, iba yung upbringing, iba yung attitude. So matutunan mo yun, and it's really a tremendous growth, personal growth for you. Kasi dyan mo matutunan at malalaman na may mga bagay tayo na we strongly believe, pero ano pala, it only applies to us. Parang it only applies to you. So parang the truth only applies to you. It doesn't apply to anybody else. So matutunan mong mag-adjust, tapos matutunan mong makinig and take a compromise. Kasi di ba pag iba-ibang interest, may gusto ka, may gusto yung iba, you learn how to compromise. Yun yung maganda sa um, isa sa napakagandang matutunan mo when you leave your country. Pangalawa, matutunan mong maging very, very independent. Kahit na sabihin mong you're independent sa bansa natin, iba pala talaga kung ikaw lang mag-isa, walang social support, walang familial support. So, yun nga ang sabi nila, di ba? Matutunan mo lang how strong you are kung being strong is the only thing that you can do. Yun. And less emotionally dependent ka din and less emotionally invested sa mga nangyayari sa bansa natin. I see it as something positive kasi minsan kasi if you're too involved emotionally, you will not see the problem and you will not see the solution to the problem itself. Yung fourth naman, matuto kang mag-budget. If you have not learned how to budget in your country, you will learn it now. Kasi nga, kung mawalan ka ng pira, saan ka pupunta? Hindi ka naman pwede mangutang sa mga tao sa Pilipinas, di ba? So, nakakahiya din naman na mangutang sa mga ibang kasamahan mo kasi wala din sila. I mean, let's face it, lahat naman tayo may mga pamilya sa Pilipinas na nakadepende. Siguro I'm just lucky kasi mga kapatid ko tapos na, may mga trabaho na, yung papa ko may pension. So, basically, they're not depending on me for their daily needs. Pero syempre kung may magkasakit, kailangang operahan, ganun, I hope pala, knock on wood. Pero pag yung kailangan nila ng malaki-laking pera, obviously you have to contribute. So, you learn how to budget. Ako naman, in my case, natuto ko mag-budget nung right after nung college, nung I started working. Kasi nung mga kapatid akong pinapag-aaral, so kailangan ko mag-budget, hindi pwedeng bili ng bili. So, I learned how to budget wisely and save money as well. Yun. Ano pa nga ba? Siguro lastly lang, positive lang is you learn how big the world is. So, parang it opens your eyes to a lot of possibilities. Na ang lalaki-laki ng mundo, ang daming opportunities, ang daming pwedeng i-explore. So, that is something na I learned. Actually, I learned that growing up because yung mga parents ko kasi may mga magazines like Reader's Digest and all that. So, doon ko nabasa na may mga bansang magaganda. So, I dreamed early on na I want to travel. I think yun yung isa din sa mga pros. Kasi dito, especially if you're in the Middle East, nasa middle tayo, diba? So, it's easier to travel. Let's say, going to Europe, going to the US, even going back to Southeast Asia. Ang dali-daling mag-travel kasi mura lang yung ticket. Tapos, if you ask for visa sa embassy, hindi sila masyadong hindi madugo yung requirements. Usually lang, salary certificate, bank statement, yun lang. So, if you've been following my Facebook and also my YouTube page, you will learn that I do travel to a few countries in Europe, and that was possible dahil nandito ako sa Middle East nagtatrabaho. First city ko was Amsterdam, in fact. Netherlands was my first country. Doon sa Dutch embassy sa Doha, wala silang hiningi other than bank statement tsaka employment certificate. Wala nga akong masyadong savings noon. So, I was so thankful. After that, it's easier to get na. So, that's, I think, 5 pros about being an expat. So, doon naman tayo sa something negative, something, ano ba ang mga, parang hindi ka nais-nais if you are an expat. Obviously, first is that you're not a citizen of the host country. So, hindi lahat ng rights ng isang citizen you'll get to enjoy, di ba? So, parang less protection. Now, I'm not saying na hindi ka patiktaan or the police will not come to your aid if you need one. Hindi naman ganyan. Pero may mga ganyan talagang sitwasyon na if you are, for example, in a tight situation against a local, syempre, yung chance na hindi ka mananalo against that person dahil citizen siya is very, very high. Kaya kung may advice is kung pupunta ka ng isang bansa, papunta ka sa isang host country, make sure you do all things legal. Don't put yourself in a situation na baka magkaroon ka ng problema sa batas. Yun lang. So do not put yourself in tight situations. Yun yung first. Second is that I think when especially here in the Middle East, kasi lahat kasi na nationality nandito. So yung competition for a specific job opportunity is very, very tight. And like it or not, meron talagang sitwasyon na they prefer a Westerner over an Asian. Ganun talaga ang buhay. I don't know when racial discrimination will ever be fully fully mawala. Not only racial discrimination in the job, yun bang you're being looked down. So ano lang naman yun that's those in rare cases. Kung mayroon kasi lahat naman na bansa meron talagang pasaway ng mga tao. So may mga mababait, meron din talaga mga pasaway. And siguro when you choose your crowd, when you choose the people you are with, then you make sure na yung mga taong nasa paligid mo will respect you. Siyempre, it also work the other way around. Kung hindi ka naman kasi kagalang-galang, hindi ka din igagalang. And kung hindi ka din gumalang sa ibang tao, hindi ka din igagalang. So, respect begets respect, diba? Yun lang. Yung third na cons is, syempre, as I said, wala kang masyadong social network. Wala kang family. So, you'll feel once in a while homesick. Minsan magkakasakit ka, walang tutulong sa'yo. I've been here for 13 years as an expat. Minsan may migraine ako, nahihilo ako. I have to take care of myself. I have to, go to the kitchen, cook for myself. Kahit nahihilo, kahit nasusuka. Yun talaga. That's how it is. So, if ever you think of leaving your family, leaving your friends, leaving your country for an opportunity abroad, make sure na kaya mong mag-isa. And you'll be strong emotionally. Kasi kahit ako, as I said, I've been here for 13 years and I'm actually very, very introvert. So I'm very, very emotionally independent. Pero minsan talaga nahuhumsik ka pa din. Sometimes, you just crave for anything back home. Food, yung mga social events, yung mga times with your family, even your neighbors, mamimiss mo yun. Minsan mafi-fiesta sa atin, you'll see it in Facebook. I sometimes think, how I wish I am there with them. Pero ganun talaga, you lose some, you win some. May benefits, may hindi gaanong things na you'll get when you become an expat. So that's the third. The fourth one is, ano bang fourth na cons? You have less rights, racial discrimination, you'll be looked down, you'll get homesick. Ano pa bang fifth cons of being an expat? You are not the same person when you left and the person now. So a lot of people would say na nagbago ka na and all that, pero I also don't understand why people hates change. Wala naman talagang tao na hindi nagbabago, 'di ba? Kasi yung change is molded based on environment, based on situations. Kung ikaw ay the same person, with the same learning, the same realization as before, that means you never really learn anything at all, right? I think ang hindi lang desirable na pagbabago is when you change your attitude for the worse. Like, for example, makalimutan mo na yung family mo, kung saan ka galing. Ayan, that's a negative change. For me, that's the negative side of change. Pero if you change your perception, you change the way you look at things, the way you tackle a problem. If you have a paradigm shift, changing your viewpoint from being a national to being someone cosmopolitan, or something, or someone with, let's say, multinational viewpoint. I think that is good. Kasi doon mo malalaman kasi na, for example, this is just an example. When we were in the Philippines, di ba? Akala natin mga Arabo, mga masasama. But it's not. It's not true. It's not. As I said, sa isang bansa may mga taong, majority ng mga tao mabubuti, meron talagang masama. It's the same as in our country. Majority mabuti, pero meron talagang masasama. And if you come to here in the Middle East, you realize na yung napapanood mo sa Hollywood films is not true. May mga slant talaga. May mga anti-Arab or anti-Muslim sentiments. And you realize when you come here, when you come across people from, let's say, Oman, from Qatar, Saudi, Bahrain, when you come across people from Palestine, from Syria, you realize how good they are. You realize their history. Yung napapanood mo, not necessarily true. Yung assumptions might be proven incorrect. Kaya yun ang sabi ko sa inyo, if you leave your country and come across other nationals, you realize that there are things growing up na hindi totoo. You realize na yung mga tao sa ibang bansa are just the same as us. May mabuti, may masama. So yung assumptions mo tsaka yung generalization mo parang mawawala. Parang you come to a point of understanding. You come to a point of parang may context na, okay, yung criticism mo, if ever, against a certain nationality, parang meron siyang context. So I think those are the pros and cons of being an expat. If you ask me, my advice is, if you have every chance of leaving your country and going someplace else, to live, to work, even for a short period of time, go grab it. Kasi personal development alone is such a tremendous help for you. So that's it for now. I think if you have questions, comments, suggestions, drop it in the comment section. I will be very appreciative of your comments and suggestions. And do let me know what other topics you want me to cover. That's it for now. Today is my day off. Today is Saturday. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of the day, and I hope you are too. Bye.